Okay, so a while back I fitted this. You can see the video, I'll put a link up here of how to fit this smart light. It's for my kitchen. So when I put this on, it switches those lights up there. Now, because this is a smart light, you can do more than that with it. So now what I've done is added a wee bit to the kitchen. So now when I switch on the lights, I have under unit lights, come on, which is actually very, very easy. If you've got a power source, all you need to do is buy a strip of lights and you can have under unit lights really easily. The problem we had was integrating it into a switch. To do that takes a lot of time and a lot of expense actually, to get another cable into your switch so you can operate your under unit lights from your light switch. And now when I switch it off, there's a couple of seconds and then it's off, that's it. And it's pretty reliable. It does come on and off with the switch, and it's been great actually. I did have these integrated into my Alexa so that it would come on with a voice command, basically just asking for under unit lights to come on. It's much easier actually just having it integrated into the light switch, and also not everybody's got an Alexa and not everybody wants an Alexa, so this is a good way to see how to automate your home. It lets you see what can be done without voice automation. You can see there, when I put on the light, lights on, and then boom, I've got this underneath. All I've got is a light strip and it just runs along this pelmet. I'll just let you see what I've done. So you can see like that. It's a 5 metre strip I used. I used the whole lot just under this small length. How long is this? This is 2 metres. 2 metres long, and I've got 5 metre strip on here. Now it does give off a really good light. I actually quite like a good light on the work surfaces. You can really see what you're doing when you're working and stuff. So yeah, it's really handy, useful to do. Stupidly, I did not record myself putting these in, but it's incredibly easy to put these in. I'll just go over it with you and you may be able to just put these into your house. If you've got a power supply, like if you've got a spare socket near where you want the lights, you can pretty much set it up here. I actually have a power supply up there on top of the units. There's a socket sitting up there which I can plug into. So what I'm using is these wee guys. This is a wee Tekken smart plug. It's bloody excellent, that. It really is good. So you just plug it into your socket like so, and then plug whatever you want into that, and that's now become a smart device. So all I've done is plug that into a socket and then plug the lights, which came with a power supply, into this. Then that becomes a smart device. So all I need to do then is connect the light switch, my smart light switch, to this, and I use that using IFTTT, if this then that. Hopefully that's the right amount of T's. But yeah, if you use if then if this then that, if you use that, then that will allow you to connect your two together. That's probably why there's like a 2-second delay when you press the light and your actual under unit lights coming on. That is a much cheaper option than putting these in, retrofitting under unit lights into your kitchen and then having to pay an electrician to come in, and especially if you want it back to your light switch where you can actually control it. Now you can actually, because I'm using a smart plug, I can control these through the Alexa, and I can actually just switch these under unit lights on if I like, but just with the Alexa. Or if you used a 2-gang smart switch, you could control your overhead lights and under unit lights separately with 2 different switches, which is probably what I might do eventually, because sometimes it's just nice just to have these on and not the overhead light on. But at the moment they're both connected. But I suppose that's the power of the smart switch and these sort of smart plugs. These are really great. I use these for all my lamps, and you can control these from loads of different devices, and they're pretty cheap, about £10 each or something. So for £10 you can pretty much make any device smart. Okay, so this is a socket here. This is socket. This is smart socket, and then there's the light switches. Now this is a Wemo. This is a really old one. But if this stops working, I'm using one of those Tekken ones I just showed you, because they are way better. This thing is temperamental. It's really hard to set up, and yeah, it's just drives you insane. But this is the plug that's for the LED lights. The cable just runs down that wee opening, and it runs there, and you can see I've got a wee clip just holding that up, but that's a join from the power supply into the lights. Is right there, and there's this wee bit here which is a nuisance, but yeah, it sort of can't really take that off, but you can tuck it away and hide it, so you can't really see any of this from when you're standing up, you know. So this is all. I've used the sticky back, and then to really stick them up I've used a bit of silicone. So the silicone going along pretty much, you can see the mess I've made. It's just to hold that. You're just wanting to hold this on, because the sticky backing, I've not had a set of lights yet where the sticky backing actually works. So you just put a wee bit of silicone over, and that helps to hold it on place. This has been up for, it must be close to a year actually I've had these up now. We've not had any problems with it at all. So yeah, it's a great feature to have in your kitchen, and to be able to operate it from your light switch is amazing. If that's not put in directly when you're fitting your kitchen, because it's quite a different, you need to get another cable from here to your light switch. Usually these are operated from a manual light switch, either in your wall, or you can operate the LED lights from a socket just manually. But it's really makes a difference just having it all automatic, especially if you've got a socket somewhere that's out the way and not seen. You can just route that tiny wee cable. It's quite a thin cable, and you should have some sort of way to route it so you can have it all hidden. It's a good one to do. It's pretty cheap. I think it's well, I'll put in how much it actually costs. I don't have the figures with me, but I'll put them in. They'll appear here, and yeah, it's definitely buying one of these, a set of the lights, and just plugging them in, and then connecting it up using if this then that. That's the way to go. Definitely, it's way cheaper, and also those switches are becoming very affordable now. So even getting the switch, that, and the LEDs, it would be cheaper doing that than actually getting somebody to come and fit them professionally. You still have the same effect, but at much reduced cost. Hope you found this interesting. It's a good wee one to save a bit of cash and also get your kitchen really a really nice light in your kitchen. These lights are really reliable. I'll put a link in below. These are waterproof ones, so they can take wet, and yeah, I'll also put in the power supply as well. Should cost less than about £40 to do this, which some of the under unit lights that are wee separate lights, some of them are £10 each, and you would need what, 3 or 4 here. So just for the lights alone, it would cost you about that. It's a good one to do, good one to try. If you've got a smart switch, give it a bash. It's quite a fun wee project, and should be good.